Hello and a very warm welcome to the channel. Now the trailer has just dropped for Ridley Scott's Napoleon. I'm pretty excited about it. I thought that rather than watching it immediately I'd wait and then I'd do a reaction video. So I say, there haven't been so many grand historical epics over the past few years, which I think is a shame. Hopefully this can be the beginning of something new and beautiful. So without further ado, let's watch it, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe and like it. It really helps the channel. Thank you. Let's go. Ooh. Okay, so I paused it a bit late. I don't normally pause this early, I promise. I don't know if this is meant to be the burning of Moscow. That definitely has kind of like a Russian Orthodox church vibe to it. So I'm assuming that is meant to be the burning of Moscow, which obviously happened during the Russian invasion of France, which led up to one of Napoleon's great calamities. Emperor.
No doubt you'll send the chaos in the streets. We must make...
So I'm guessing this is meant to be Marie Antoinette, am I right? I'm not 100% sure, but that would kind of make sense. This is clearly the time of revolution. I can't remember the exact year she was executed, so apologies if I'm being really silly about this. But the kind of story, I'll try to shut up a bit more before we go into the video. The story of Napoleon's rise is interesting because he could so easily have been caught up in the terror himself, hasn't been a victim of the terror.
We must make an example, or France will fall.
Ooh.
What would you do if this assignment of defense was transferred to you?
So this actually happened. This is Napoleon putting down a French royalist uprising in Paris. People kind of tend to forget that the French Revolution was also a bit of a civil war. There were lots of pro-royalist uprisings, in this case demonstrations. You can see by the flags they're waving, if we just go back a second, that they have got these are the royal, it's a fleur-de-lis some of them have got, it's the royal symbols of France, as opposed obviously to the tricolour of the revolution. And this did happen. Napoleon started as an artillery commander.
I promise you brilliant successes.
From Ridley Scott.
Everyone around is...
What is this costume you have on?
This is my uniform.
Everyone's so here.
I led the French victory at Toulon.
Is that to be Josephine, maybe? Yeah, so going back to the thing about civil war, he just said the French victory at Toulon, so that was putting down a royalist uprising, which was supported by the British.
What is your name?
Napoleon.
As the course of my life just changed.
Ooh.
Napoleon.
I'm destined.
So this, I'm pretty sure, obviously it's the Egyptian campaign, I'm pretty sure it's the Battle of the Pyramids, which was between a French army led by Napoleon and a Mameluke army. The Mamelukes got absolutely crushed. So it's kind of interesting. Clearly they're doing Napoleon's early career. I don't know if this film does a whole stretch of Napoleon's career, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen anything from Italy yet, so where Napoleon's genius first really became apparent was in the Italian campaigns, before he became, well before he became emperor. So I haven't seen anything from that yet, but obviously trying to fit everything into a film is pretty hard work. So,
For greatness. But those in power will only see me as a sword.
I suggest you take the throne.
As a king.
Holding on.
Shall we vote?
This vermin has held the world hostage.
so that scene there, I wonder if that's meant to be Waterloo, because it's clearly British troops in a square. Napoleon, ironically, didn't actually spend that much time fighting the British directly, despite the fact that of all the main European powers, the British were probably the most consistently opposed to Napoleon. Other than obviously Toulouse earlier in his career, and then Waterloo at the end. But the vast majority of, say, the Peninsular War was not led by Napoleon. So I'm wondering if this is meant to be Ney's cavalry charge at Waterloo. I don't know. This is just a theory.
The world hostage with his egotism and his lack of...
That was clearly invasion of Russia again.
You think you're great. You are just a tiny little brute that is nothing without me.
All of Europe is uniting forces against me.
What's the outcome of this if you don't succeed?
Your Majesty, we are discovered.
Good.
So I think they're meant to be Austrians. If you look at that flag, it's an Austrian flag, isn't it? Yeah, I think so.
I'm the first to admit when I make a mistake.
Ooh,
I simply
nasty.
never do.
Wow. Okay, so that looks really interesting. Honestly, like going by the trailer alone, and it's so hard to tell these things by trailers. It does look really good, but it does look like they're trying to fit Napoleon's entire career into one film, which strikes me as being an incredibly tough challenge. I mean, you could easily make like a mini series or a series of films. Perhaps that's me getting greedy as a history buff, wanting like a whole Netflix style mini series on Napoleon. Not even a mini series, like a whole series of series would be perfect. But yeah, no, that does look really good. From what I've seen so far, so hard to judge from the trailer, but a mixture of action, politics, romance, exactly what you'd expect for a historical epic. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's see what it has. Let's see what it looks like. Be better than Barbie anyway. Or maybe not. Maybe shall I react to the Barbie trailer next? That might not get the same appeal. Anyway, it's been a pleasure, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.